Good morning. I'm here to play the second violin part for March in the Style of Corelli. And I just made the first violin part video and noticed how crazy my picture looked in the background, so I kind of adjusted my screen. So hopefully this will be better. Okay, so I just want to point out how cool this second violin part is because you get to create a lot of something called suspensions. Okay? In music, there are notes that kind of rub against each other called their dissonances, okay, dissonant notes that are right next to each other, and so you're creating some of those dissonances, all right? And it sounds so cool when it's with the other parts. So I just want you to enjoy that and feel how I'm not making every single note the same, okay? This is a lot of repeating notes, isn't it? Okay? But you can make it more beautiful by not making the notes the same, by just flowing with it as I do it, okay? So I hope that you will enjoy playing this second violin part. There are some tricky notes at letter B and C because we're not as used to the G string notes, okay? So you may need to do a few finger numbers in. It's just so that you just write a few in. You don't have to write every single one, right? Because there's so many repeated notes, okay? But if you need help with that, please ask me in class. I'm happy to help you write some in, okay? So that you're not confused. So let's actually do this together. At letter B, it's open D, right? Or you can use fourth finger on D, correct? And which I will be doing, because that will give me an opportunity to vibrato on those notes. Then you get to do C, middle C, just steps down, right? You do 2 measures of C, 1 measure of B, which is right next to, right? B and C are right next to each other on the G string, okay? It's not there, it's here, okay? So it's in the normal spot, that's a bonus. At letter C, that's an A, and then there's 2 G's only in the measure after C, and then 2 A's, and then it goes G, G, A, B, 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 G, G. Okay, and then you go back to the beginning, right? Okay, so don't forget when you get to letter C the second time, you are looking ahead. You've got to skip over those 2 measures of the first ending, right? And go to the second ending. So at letter C, the second time, you're going to do A, G, G, A. We're slowing down. And then you're holding the G for a second. Then you do a bow lift, and then you're ready to go at letter D with middle C, with that 3rd finger on your G string. Okay? All right, the rest of the notes you should know. At the very, very end, if your part is cut off, and mine is, they are 4 Ds, 4 open Ds, okay? And they slow down just a little bit, and then it says D, C, Alfine, which means we go from the end to the very, very top again, okay? Da capo, that means to the top, okay, cap. And we play that first section, skip over the first ending because we're getting done, okay? And we're going to the second ending, and you see where it says right there, fine. It's not fine. That's fine in English, but in Italian, which is the language of music, it's fine, okay? Which means the finish, the end, okay? All right, I hope that helped with you getting all of these notes correct. Now come along with me as we play, okay? And I'm just going to do this once because it's just a moderato tempo. So before you start, I was a little bit too high, okay? I put my finger down in the wrong spot, so I just scooched it down. So at first I went like this. Okay, now are you going to do that super, super loud in class? No, you're going to do it really quiet. Okay, like that. All right, here we go. Ready? 1, 2, here we go. This is your suspension right there. And the release. Letter A. A lot of bow. First ending. You may need to write finger numbers in right there. Maybe play out a little more the second time. Because you can on repeated notes. Letter B. Letter C. Second time. Skip. Slowing down a little bit. Use your fourth finger here. It's so much easier. Open from here is fine. Loud. F sharp. Now slower. We get back to the beginning, right? Softer. Now remember, this is our DC, so we're going to skip to the second ending. We don't get to do the first ending this time. Okay, so notice that I didn't just make every note sound the same, right? I kind of had an emphasis on the downbeats. I was moving the notes through instead of making them ee, ee, ee. Okay, we don't want to play like this, right? We want to play legato. Okay, what is that definition? Legato means smooth and connected, right? So that's how we want these quarter notes to be, really. Okay, so that they're connecting. It's just a solid wall of sound throughout the whole thing, and it just makes those suspensions even more dramatic. Okay, you'll hear the rubbing against each other in different parts, and it's so much fun. It's just a really fun piece. So I hope you'll enjoy playing it. And when you get your part down, go to the other videos, play along with the cello part, play along with the violin one part, play along with the viola part. Okay, it's really fun. All right, thank you. Have fun.